My name Pop Millions. I'm sitting here with Andrew Money.
Yes, sir. You know it takes time.
Oh yeah, and we about to turn it up for y'all one time, man. He gonna do his live performance tonight, and it's gonna be lit, man. He gonna be performing his hit single Breadcrumbs.
Yes, you got to leave them alone if they feeding you some crumbs. They giving people feasts, and they always want to give you the scraps, and we can't have none of that.
All right, tell him Andrew. So I want y'all to give it up for my man Andrew Money for coming through tonight one time.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Oh, my God. So much love.
Oh yeah, always, man. We appreciate you coming through, man. So me and the fans out there, we got a few questions for you tonight.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm an open book.
Oh yeah, man. So we want to start off by asking you, what inspired you to start your music career?
I think it's always been a passion of mine. This music is just built inside of me. I went through a bad breakup, and I just think the passion that I had for music that was already there just came out like a wildfire. It was just like out of nowhere. Like I figured out like, oh, I might actually be pretty decent at this, and it's making me happy. Like this is turning a negative into a positive, and I can write my heart out and actually turn it into something that could inspire people.
Yeah.
So my whole journey through this music has just been based upon me doing something I love, getting my father to retirement, and inspiring a bunch of people to go, hey, like you can do this.
Yeah.
Like go for your dreams. Don't let nobody tell you you can't do something.
Oh yeah, which is what we need, man. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So far so good for you, right?
Yeah. I honestly can't, like, if for whatever reason, you know, like, I mean, we got a lot of life. I got a lot of life in me, but for whatever reason, if I had to like stop this music right now, like I've accomplished so much already, and you know, like they're all wins. Like each one, I'm always just focused on the next win, but I am thankful for the wins that I have, because some people don't even get one win. So
You're
the
right
fact
about
I
that.
have multiple wins, like we're doing something right.
Oh yeah, man. Well, I'm proud of you, man. The fans proud of you. Keep up the good work, man.
I appreciate that.
For sure, man. So, another question I got for you.
Yeah.
It's gonna sound like a silly question, but how did you come up with your stage name?
So my name, Andrew Money, actually came from my mother.
Okay.
My mother, she passed away when I was 16.
Oh man, my
unfortunately.
condolences.
And yeah, time heals everything. And but you still miss her every day.
Oh yeah.
Before I was born, they were gonna have a kid by the name of Andrew Money Turnage.
Oh wow.
And it's so crazy to think, like, and so to pay honor to her, I kept that name. And like whenever my grandma passed away recently, we had her old Bible, and my mom like looked over this Bible like constantly.
Gotcha.
In the obituaries, like whenever you, like, you know, when somebody passes away, you write on the obituaries, it said Andrew Money 1994.
Wow.
And like I get chills like just thinking about it, because it's like that was nothing then, but like it's like things are coming, you know, like full circle. Like,
Oh, yeah.
this is not for no reason. Like there's a purpose behind this. I know she's looking down, and
She's
like,
definitely proud, man.
yeah, it's for her. Like that's for sure.
That's what's up, man. You doing a great job once again, man. You keep that up, man, for real.
Shout out Mama T.
Oh yeah, man, for real. Keep up that good work, man. Know she's proud of you, my dog. So, another question, right? Who are some of your biggest musical influences?
This is gonna be an odd answer, but I love her to death. Dua Lipa. I love the way that her stage presence, the way that she carries herself.
Okay.
In interviews, to be honest with you, like I see, it's no shade. It's just I see a lot of different artists that get up here and they portray something they're not.
Yeah.
And, she is so authentic. Like everything you see,
She's
in an
herself.
interview, yeah, like there's no hiding it. Like she just goes on stage, she's herself. And I mean, it took her a while to get to a certain point. Like people were making fun of her dancing and stuff. Like, but she had a great voice. But instead of sitting there and letting that get to her, she just went and got choreography lessons and
It got better.
Yeah, and got better. And if we're talking like rap, I love J. Cole. Hobson was always,
everybody like J. Cole.
Hobson was a good motivator for me.
Yeah, you was a fan of Hobson.
Like the ill mind of Hobson. And right now, Kendrick doing his thing. I can't even
Oh
lie.
yeah.
Yeah, like the shade master. He throwing shade like a
Yeah,
palm tree.
how you feeling about that Kendrick and Drake, man?
Man, to be honest, like I was a Drake fan.
I know. I was gonna say you told me earlier you was a Drake fan.
But after everything that came through, it's just like, hey man, like you can't come back from that. I mean, these accusations, he's not really say anything about it. Like he's just kind of staying quiet, and I think that the silence speaks a lot of volumes.
Got you. So you don't respect that.
I don't like you gotta say you just kind of ignoring it, and at the end of the day, like when somebody comes at me with something that I know I didn't do, I'm gonna try to defend myself in some aspect, but not
Got you.
just
So you feel like Drake should have stood up for himself.
in some aspect. If he didn't do it, and if he did do it, then you should be arrested because
Gotcha.
you're doing these terrible things, and it's like. At the end of the day, like this goes beyond rap beef. It's like if you're doing the things that Kendrick is saying, then you need to be held accountable, and you need to be in prison. I mean, like R. Kelly's in prison. Like all of these people that did these
Wow.
messed up things, like they're in prison. Like it doesn't matter what music they made. Like
Yeah, that's right. So basically, you saying if someone accuses you of something, then you should speak up.
yes, and try to like clear your name. If he didn't
Gotcha.
do it, there's a lot of talking to media, and if he did not do these things, then speak up and explain
Clear
yourself.
your name out.
Because it might just be an extreme. Like Kendrick went to the extreme and said this, but there's a lot of evidence that
Raise eyebrows. and have
yeah,
you
like
looking
why
at it
you
a little
texting a
different.
14-year-old girl about girl advice, and boy advice? You know,
Oh, wow.
it's strange. Like I mean, there's just a lot of different things, but at the end of the day, he was a talented artist, and like some of his the way he carried himself and like wrote his lyrics and the way he performed. Like I looked up to him in a lot, but it's just you find these things out, and it's like, damn, like the people you thought you knew, you don't even know.
Yeah. Yeah, you tend to find something new out every time you turn around.
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Sheesh. So now you're a Kendrick fan.
Yeah, I've always been a Kendrick fan. I mean, if you ever heard the song "Cartoons and Cereal," that's a pretty damn good song. It was like an unreleased type of thing, but it got leaked, and like that's one of my favorite songs by him.
Okay.
Kendrick, if you listening, please put that out on Spotify. It's a hit.
K-Dub, you heard what he said, man. Put that out.
Come
You
on,
got a
K.
fan over here, man. Let's go. All right, that's what's up, man. So now that we know that, we're gonna move on, and I think the people want to know what's your songwriting process like.
So sometimes I do the punch in method like that a lot of people do.
Okay.
Shout out Future and Lil Uzi.
So-
I saw a video a few months ago, actually. It was very recently. And it kind of showed their process
Okay.
of how they did it. They just went in the booth and like said stuff a bunch of times over and over until after a while, like that lyric that probably shouldn't work winds up working, you know?
So let me get this right for the people that don't understand. When you say punch in, does that mean you go in the booth and you just go straight through it?
Yeah, well, so
Or
when
does that mean you break it up a little
you're
bit?
going to break it up a little
Okay,
bit.
okay, yeah. For the people that don't understand, we want to let them know what that is.
Yeah, because some people, they might not know, they want to gain some knowledge.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you basically are going to break it down a little bit. So, like, you might come in and be like, I got the ghost and I'm feeling the most. And it'll be like, okay, run it back. And be like, I got the ghost and they feeling so toast. Like, you can break it down a little bit and be like, okay, let me change this. Like, it's almost like you're putting yourself in a situation to, like, play it back and it'd be like, okay, well, let's fix this lyric. And you just perfect it. You just take a little bit of time.
Gotcha.
Most of the time I write, though. Like, I have a purpose, an idea, and a topic. Like, and I go with that, and then I'll try to just write it out like I just normally would. Like, if I'm like, okay, this is what I'm talking about. This is who I'm talking to. And it doesn't ever be, it's honestly never really a specific person. It's just a specific situation. And then you put a fake person in front of you as if you're talking to them. And then I start rhyming. Like,
Gotcha.
how do we get to it? How do we make it into a song? Because right now, it's just a note. But now we got to go in and change some of these words and make it into a song. And then most of the time, I write it and then find a beat because you could have a beat and then start writing lyrics, and these lyrics might not work
might
with
not
that
match
beat.
up. Yeah.
Like, they got to go together. Like, I struggled with that within the first like year of me making music, I was putting lyrics that didn't necessarily go with certain beats.
Yeah.
So if you are artist out there and like you feel like your songs aren't hitting, maybe try to change up your beat choice. Try to find other producers that can work with what you got. Maybe the lyrics you have are super talented. They're just not going with this specific beat you chose.
So y'all artists out there heard that now. Make sure y'all take y'all time, find the right beat, you know what I'm saying? Because it can get kind of difficult trying to take some lyrics that's already written and put them with a beat that may not go necessarily along with that.
Oh yeah.
You heard what he said, man. All right, so that's what's up, man. We appreciate that, Andrew.
Yeah, trying to get my insight a little bit.
Oh yeah. So we got a few money questions for you.
Oh God.
I'm gonna say that again, you know what I'm saying, in case the mic ain't catch me. We got a few money questions for you.
A few money questions.
Yeah, your name Andrew Money, so we got some money questions for you.
Okay, go ahead. Go right ahead. I'm ready to answer.
So the first question is gonna be, how do you make money as an artist?
I've made streams. You make very little money with streams. You
Okay.
can make money with streams, but here's the thing. So here's something that they will not tell you. They glorify having 1 million streams on Spotify. You have to get 1 million streams on each song to even start making enough to barely survive. Because I mean, I as a
So break it down for him real quick.
So as a collective, I have about 1.4 million on Spotify. That only equals about $4,000. And when you have people that promote you, when you have people that are marketing you, helping you get to these numbers, they have to get their cut, which is a respectful thing. Like, if you're marketing me and you helping me get some exposure, you damn right I'm gonna give you a cut.
Oh yeah.
And then after that, you only see about 500.
Yeah.
Because you got to give everybody their
Once
their
you
cut.
break all that down and everybody gets paid, you only, leave with a certain amount.
And then that 500 that you got usually goes back into marketing if you care about your craft.
Yeah.
Because you ultimately, you're not going to make a lot of money. Like, honestly, I've been doing this 10 years, and I think, like, I haven't really started making money as an artist. That's just, like, my 9 to 5 is, like, how I'm funding my stuff right now. And that's just me being honest, Like,
Gotcha.
I like being honest within my music and as a person, as an individual.
Yeah.
And I think if you keep going, you will start making money. Like I do certain services, like I've done shows, got paid for, like you go try to find these. I think the best way for an artist to maybe try to make some money is just put yourself in certain situations where people already have like something going.
Gotcha.
And be in there for the right reasons. Don't go in there to take advantage of them because they'll get rid of you quicker than anything.
Oh yeah. You're right about that.
So just try to put yourself in these situations, show that you're dedicated to this and you're passionate about your craft, and everything will kind of come hand in hand. Because the times I've actually made money from my craft is being involved with these shows and being involved with these people that can help start my career a little bit
Help
quicker.
you get to the next level.
Yeah, like it's all about getting to the next level.
Okay. That's what's up, man.
YouTube as well. Like, if you can start making some content and get your stuff monetized, but it has to be all original. You can't be sharing stuff you've seen and putting it out there. You got to make original content. That's what YouTube's looking for.
Oh, yeah. Definitely check out YouTube, y'all. Y'all heard what he said, man. Get that content out there. For those of y'all, with those low streams, get them up.
Yeah.
You heard what he said, 1.2 million. That's
Yes,
going to equal
sir.
up to about $4,000. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? After you pay marketing, promotions, and all of that, you left with about $500.
And
You know what I'm saying? Then that money got to go back into marketing again. So, basically you leaving with nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it was all for something. You get what I'm saying?
Because
So
if you go back and look at all the songs you've created and all the videos, like, that right there is your reward.
there you go.
It really is. Like, you see how much you improved. Like, it's a blessing.
Oh, yeah. So there y'all go, man. Make sure y'all make it happen. Y'all heard how my boy Andrew Money, make his money.
Yes, sir.
What are some common financial mistakes that artists can make?
Features. Sometimes you may spend an arm and a leg, like, with a feature. You might think, and like, it's at the end of the day, you don't know who's gonna blow. Like, I mean, you might do a feature with somebody and you just think they're super talented and they might be the next up, but you could be next up.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, just kind of be mindful who you're working with, because you never know. Like, there was one time I did a feature with somebody, and it just didn't work out. Like I wasn't able to put the song out because they were on a label at the time, and it just was a sticky situation. And like I'm not just gonna disclose how much I spent, but it's just like looking back, it's like damn, I could have put that money elsewhere and maybe promoted myself a little bit more. The only feature that if you had like 10 grand to spend, and Tory Lanez or somebody like Kendrick or somebody like Lil Baby or Moneybagg Yo, hell, even Morgan Wallen, if like any of these people that are already like, you know, successful, like want to work with you and they're like, hey man, you throw me 10 grand, I'll do a feature for you, all original content. Like then maybe that could be worth your time because the people know these people. But if it's, you know, like at the end of the day, your average Joe that's done maybe a couple more shows than you, at the end of the day, like think about that. Like people should just be working together to try and like benefit and like balance out each other's creativity, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, man. That's what's up, man. Well, y'all heard it from my boy Andrew Money, man. Y'all better tighten up. Get with it. I think everybody ready for that live performance, man, and we getting ready to turn it up one time for him. You ready?
Let's get it.
All right, man. We're going to get ready to play that hit, man. Y'all already know what time it is. Let them know the name of your hit single.
Man, this right here is called Breadcrumbs. It's going to be releasing on all major music platforms very soon. The music video is already out on my YouTube. You can check it out, Andrew Money, the official YouTube page. And it's on my Instagram, Andrew Money, 2 W's, 2 Y's. Go ahead. You know why.
Let's get it. You ready?
Let's get it. Back in my element. Back in my element. Leave them alone if they be feeding you some crumbs. They take your bread and then they never leave you none. Yeah, breadcrumbing, false loving, hand coming. I feel nothing. Leave them alone if they be feeding you some crumbs. They take your bread and then they never leave you none. Breadcrumbing, false loving, hand coming. I feel nothing. If I hit the lottery, they gonna act like they knew me. Tired of being a friend to you if you never gon' choose me. No White Claw, but I drink my pain away truly. Self-love, look up in the mirror, tell myself fully. Dragonfly, new hope, stay away from the lies. Good intentions always, but some people disguise. Don't want no side piece, baby girl, I'm good on the fries. I just want a main one that don't eat up my time. Take advantage of my kind heart and leave me behind. To take advantage of my kind heart, then leave me behind. Don't leave me behind. Or take up my time, take up my time, yeah. Leave them alone if they be feeding you some crumbs. They take your bread and then they never leave you none. Yeah, breadcrumbing, false loving, hand coming. I feel nothing. Leave them alone if they be feeding you some crumbs. They take your bread and then they never leave you none. Breadcrumbing, false loving, hand coming. I feel nothing. Give me the rhythm, I beat of the flow. Half of these people, they really don't know what I be doing to stay in the smoke. Can I forget about I let it go? Guess that is just how it goes, at least for me. I just want some good love communication, please. I don't want no extra drama, no respectfully. Beneficial, hit me up when you see energy. Typical, they hit me up when they tank is on need. I don't want no leftovers, yeah, I need me a feast. And you better go and get around me. Heard they talking, think they really got the tea. Hit it right, then I be handing out receipts. I keep it natural like we on no retreat. Light me up, they beaming up and I be flowing out. Said records ain't no in the scope, we here to shut it down. Gotta keep my family smiling, can't afford to see them frown. Gotta find me a Rihanna that will help me run this town. Leave them alone if they be feeding you some crumbs. They take your bread and then they never leave you none. Breadcrumbing, false loving, hand coming. I feel nothing. Leave them alone if they be feeding you some crumbs. They take your bread and then they never leave you none. Breadcrumbing, false loving, hand coming. I feel nothing. See, I'm numb to this shit. Take time. And see, you know you can be the king, you can even be the queen, but it takes time. Here with Pop Millions, Ice Cube Studio.
Let's go.
Yeah.